evening, guys. On this Monday, November 21st, this is AWO, Aaron Warrior, present to you, my wrestling channel, Lane of SmackDown. This is going to go over AEW Full Gear. We just had end this past Saturday with a new AEW World Champion, which was, MJF, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, with the help of that snake, William Regal. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over this pay-per-view and let you guys know before we do go over this. Make sure to smash the like button down below. If you're new here, subscribe. Also, share this out if you're into wrestling with your friends, family, colleagues, anybody. Share this out with your friends, whatever, if you're into wrestling. Next Monday, my show from my main channel is going to be moved to this channel. It's called It's All About Wrestling. I've done 48 episodes, so episode 49 is going to happen next Monday, and what we're going to talk about is Survivor Series. Obviously, we're going to do weekly reviews, and the pay-per-views, and wrestling news. So that's next Monday at the same time as this, episode 49, next week. And you know what? As you know, Thursday, Survivor Series prediction show, War Games. I'm going to try to end the stream before Raw tonight. And Saturday, we're going to do a watch along for Survivor Series. And that's pretty much it. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. All right? Let's get into Full Gear. Let's get into it. Okay, Full Gear. Well, we got new champions in Full Gear. New champions. Okay, so we got new champions. We're going to start right off the bat with the World Heavyweight Championship, AEW World Championship, between Moxley and MJF. This match was full of craziness, if you ask me. A lot of stuff going on down in this match. MJF, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, was coming out to the ring. In a very babyface reaction. He was getting a huge babyface reaction. And he was actually with the crowd in this match. Really. Yes. Also, Moxley's typical entrance through the arena, through the crowd. Was also getting was also getting a babyface reaction, but MJF was actually the bigger babyface in this match. Yes, he was getting more of the babyface, and Moxley in this match worked as a heel. The way he was taking on MJF was he was more working as a heel. There's incidents where MJF, he did a tombstone on the apron to Moxley, and he landed on his knees, and it seems like kayfabe wise, MJF injured his leg, and so Moxley took advantage of that and worked on his leg. Very heel like tactics, right? Very heelish, like, right? Obviously. And then, most of this match was dominated by Moxley. MJF got to a point where the referee was knocked out, and then he had the diamond ring. He took out the diamond ring. I said this in my video a few days ago, or yesterday, I believe. And, here comes William Regal coming down. He said, "You better not! You better not!" And what this did was made MJF throw his diamond ring into the crowd or whatever. I don't know. He threw it away. I don't know where it landed. Right? But the referee's knockout, the other referee's knockout. Moxley put MJF in his finishing submission move, with the kind of like a sleeper. And there was a point where MJF tapped out, but the referee was out, right? He couldn't. So obviously, the referee couldn't make a decision, seeing that MJF tapped out. So obviously, no decision. William Regal told Moxley the ref is starting to come to it, starting to get out of it, right? Starting to come to the senses. And he told Moxley to go at the referee. And while he was doing that, you see MJF, right? You see William Regal slide his brass knuckles to the ring for MJF to pick up and punch Moxley over with, and he gets the win over Moxley with the brass knuckles with the help of William Regal. And that makes MJF the new AEW World Champion, with William Regal stabbing Moxley in the back, making the deal with the devil. MJF refers to himself as the devil to align himself with MJF. Maybe. We don't know. We'll see on Wednesday. We'll see on Wednesday if William Regal's totally aligned himself with the devil, MJF. Obviously, right? You know what? And I knew something was up with MJF. You can't trust MJF, of course. Oh, whatever. You can't trust MJF. Oh, maybe he wants to butt in. His so-called babyface stuff is all a lie. Obviously, was all a play. Was all just to get you people to think he's a troll. He was trolling you the whole time, man, like he always does. That's what MJF does, man. He trolls you guys. He plays around with you guys. You can't believe you bought into this babyface stuff that MJF is trying to do. Come on. No. It's all lies. Come on. I'm sorry, I was checking something. Welcome, DL. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Connection. Okay, I'll be back. Sorry, my connection is a little slow right now.
You're what? You're what right now?
My connection, the internet connection, just like
Oh, uh-oh.
yeah. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna try to end this before Raw, okay? Like, cause Raw is like in 55 minutes,
Right, right, right.
and there's a crazy speculation rumor out there that Sasha Banks might be backstage at Raw. I don't believe it for a second,
Yeah, I don't
but we'll see.
either. Like she's gonna be the fifth
But
and
yeah,
final member of Team Belair.
no. Close SmackDown. There's Sasha Banks on Raw, and this is AEW, guys. I know this is AEW, but Sasha Banks is on Raw. Raw's too stacked in the female division.
Yeah, it's another L for SmackDown's women's roster.
Yeah,
Where,
yeah.
well,
So
if they get Naomi, maybe they could put her on SmackDown. I don't know.
yeah, I know, I know. So I was talking about AEW. I was talking about the main event match. Like, like, like I was right, DL. You thought it wasn't going to happen, and the William Regal turn.
Yep, and my jaw dropped. I'm like, oh my god, they actually did this. Oh my gosh.
Yes, because it was so like really people buying this BS that MJF was really being a babyface this whole time.
Yeah, I didn't believe it for 1 second.
No, no, that's what he does. He trolls you. He's a jerk. He
Yeah,
sucks you in.
yep, exactly. But yeah, man. So I guess it's the end of the Blackpool Combat Club, or I don't know.
Maybe the thing was in that match, Moxley was working as a heel the whole match.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but now, but like it was like even the thing is he was working as a heel, and MJF at times had to cheat. It was like they're technically in a way they're technically both in a match. It was very different from a typical face versus heel match, right? Like
Right.
right? It's more like it was like a tweener match, if you ask me. Like
Pretty
there's no
pretty
defined
much.
face or heel, or more like yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It was a very interesting experience.
and yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was the right moment for MJF.
Yep. His time has come. Finally happened. He is the AEW World Champion. I'm glad. I'm glad. But yeah, I am shocked about the William Regal stuff, but yeah, we'll see where that goes. But yeah, finally, he has he's met his destiny. Very happy.
Oh, oh, did you see the press conference backstage? You know they always do the scrums backstage, right? With the media, right? Did you see MJF?
And he went the fuck off. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I didn't know they were allowed to say f bombs and stuff like that. I didn't know that was allowed.
Well, they
Oh, it's
said
on
f
pay per
bombs
view,
at
right?
other. Yeah, they said f bombs at other press conferences.
Yeah, it was on pay per view. But if it was on, I don't know if Warner would ever like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they're able to get away with a little bit more stuff since it's they're not airing this on like TNT and TBS, so maybe they're able to get away with a
Yeah.
little bit more stuff. But
Well, AEW even on Warner does go a little bit more extra than WWE,
True. True. True.
right? Like they
Yeah.
do, and yeah, because AEW, look, it's not really family friendly entertainment. WWE is more family friendly.
Yeah, it's definitely not family friendly.
Yeah, the demographics prove it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's evidence in that whatever in that field. Demographics prove that the people that like AEW are mostly like teenagers, young adults, without kids and children. Without kids. But people that like WWE have fat kids and stuff, right? They can't take them to see that kind of stuff that AEW does or independence all the time.
No. Though I still see kids in the AEW audience, and I'm like,
I mean,
oh boy.
I seen the Attitude Era. I'm like, an Attitude Era. This is pretty much like the Attitude Era. And the Attitude Era actually went farther than some of the stuff they did in AEW.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was a good main event. MJF is, he's gonna have his first title match with the winner of Ricky Starks and Ethan Page at Winter is Coming. I hope
Mm-hmm.
it's Ricky Starks because I think that'd be a good match, him and MJF.
Yeah. I think that'll be a pretty good match. And they're both really good on the mic too, so I
Yeah.
can't wait to see the promo work between them if they have time
Oh
to do
yeah. And I think MJF should hold the title for a very long time. I think his first his first second title defense or whatever his main storyline going. I think it should still be John Moxley because John Moxley got screwed.
Yep.
So
Yep,
so
to
they
deal with
just
the William Regal stuff. Yeah.
yeah. So there should be a rematch of Moxley and MJF, and then MJF win that thing and then move on. I don't know who to like. I think that's to me to Revolution. I don't know if it's Moxley rematch, but at least the Revolution is in March, first week of March. You could build something up from
I thought
that.
it was in January.
No, Revolution is in March.
Oh, okay. For some
Yeah.
reason I thought it was the beginning of the month, but
Mhm.
yeah, that should give them time to.
Yeah. Also, yeah, and I mean, uh, but this is gonna be like, and who was it called? Was it CM Punk that called him Miz? Called Mox
Oh yeah,
MJF and
discount
Miz?
Miz. Yes.
No, Miz is more of a discount MJF. I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. Like MJF is what Miz wishes he was.
Yeah, I'll give credit to Miz. He made something out of himself, right? He made something out of himself. But this is MJF is a whole new level.
Oh yeah, I definitely think like beginnings of like probably like around 2009 to 2011 that was prime Miz, I would say. But then like
Title
after
Miz, yeah.
yeah, like when he was like WWE champion, United States champion, that was like prime Miz. But even
Hmm.
I'll give Intercontinental champion Miz in 2016 because that was actually really good. But after that, it was like, what are we doing with Miz now?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now I don't know how you feel about it, but like I don't know. Whenever they get to this feud, I'll be happy. But like I can only picture one person that could dethrone MJF. Jack Perry.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has to be the one to he has to be the one to dethrone MJF. But that shouldn't be for like a while. Like MJF should hold the
No.
title for a good while, and then like when they build up Jack Perry enough, when he's done with this feud with Christian Cage and Luchasaurus and stuff like that, he needs to be pushed to the main
Yeah.
event scene and be the one to dethrone MJF. Like I can't think of anyone better to take the title off of him whenever that happens.
I'll tell you that match. That we'll start. We'll pretty much just talked about the main event, but let's go like start at the beginning then.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna talk about the pre-show, not that much. I don't think it really means anything except for the Mickey Starks Brian Cage match. That's just advanced to the finals.
yeah.
But yeah, that cage match with Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy Jack. Wow, that was a great cage match. I didn't know this. I guess you have to win by pin.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about because they both got out of the
Yeah.
cage and stuff like that. So I guess that's not part of the rules in AEW. I don't know, or that's the specific. match for that. But yeah, I was confused about that. But yeah, you only win by pinfall or submission. So I was like, okay, that's
I think WWE. I think going through the cage door, you shouldn't be able to win that way. Period.
yeah. I thought that was a cheap way for them to
Yeah.
win. Like go over the cage. At least they
Yeah.
put a little more effort into it. But yeah, you gotta open the door. It hyped the how like Goofy when they do escape from the door. Like they only have like their foot in, and it's telling they didn't get their whole
Yes, and
body in. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, this is so
they pull
corny.
them in, and they pull them. And every time there's two people that try to escape the cage at the same time. They just happened to Drew McIntyre match, right? You have Karrion Cross struggling to get through the door, and Drew just climbs over the cage and just has to drop down. Of course, the person just has to the winner's going to drop down is going to win the match.
Yeah, that was that. I just find that really silly.
Yeah,
But yeah, other than that, yeah, this match was insane. This was a
yeah,
really great opener.
bloody man.
Oh yeah, Jungle Boy got bloody in this
Oh
match. Dude, I love that. Dude, that sliced bread off the top turnbuckle was awesome. And then
yeah.
of course that crazy spot where he put Luchasaurus through a table, jumping off the
Mhm.
top of the cage. I'm like, oh, geez, this is awesome. This is so great.
Yeah, that was a crazy spot. I didn't just finish him off the snap trap. Yeah, this is a match where like we said in our prediction show that he has to win. And next is Kristen, because
Yep.
Kristen's really the be on end all of this feud. He's the one who turned his back on Jungle Boy.
Yeah. So
So
I'm pretty sure it's Jack and Christian are going to face off at
yeah,
Revolution.
yeah, probably because Kristen still has that sling over his arm,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like if it's dislocated shoulder, I don't know, but if it's dislocated or no. No, yeah, I think it's just is it separated? I don't know. Dislocated, you can actually pop back in. It might be separated.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a match.
That's
The
so cool.
second match was Ricky Starks versus. Oh no, that's not the second match. That was pre-show match or buy-in match. Oh, the match, the second match on the pay-per-view was Death Triangle versus the Elite.
The Elite.
Now this match surprised me. I thought the Elite were gonna win.
Yeah, I didn't think the well, yeah, we I think we both said that we thought they were gonna win, but yeah,
Yeah,
they're pushing it off, and they had Death Triangle cheat to keep their
if,
titles.
Phoenix of all people.
Yeah, Phoenix was the one to like hit Kenny with the hammer. And I'm like,
Yeah,
geez,
yeah, and I don't know if this is to make best. I know like Pac obviously is willing to do anything to win. What
yeah.
does this do for Phoenix and Pentagon? And now I know what I like about this. This is not ending. This is still continuing. But they're gonna have a best of seven with the Elite in Death Triangle, and whoever gets the best out of seven gets the titles.
Okay, so I kind of have an issue with that. Like, I don't have a problem with them, doing like this a series, but like they're gonna wrestle 7 times. 7 times. Isn't that a little excessive?
It's gonna go seven matches, isn't it? Because it could go 3-3.
Exactly. Unless like one of the teams get a majority of the wins, but like knowing them, they'll probably have it as even as
Yeah,
possible, and then like but 2 out of 3, whatever, or 4 out of 5, whatever. I don't know, but that's a lot of matches, and it's like I like they put on a wrestling clinic at Full Gear too. Like it was a spot fest
oh
all over
yeah.
the place. So I don't even know how they're gonna keep up that quality of a match and without the crowd or the audience getting bored. Like okay, this is the same spot fest over and over again. What are they gonna do different for 7 matches? Like couldn't
This
they
is a
have
super kick.
super kicks and jumping off the ropes into all of them at the same time and cutters and all the flippity floppity all just there's just so many stuff that happens
Yeah.
stuff that happens.
On a side note, I am looking forward to Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay at Wrestle Kingdom. I haven't watched New Japan since I guess Forbidden Door. I guess is considered New Japan, but I haven't watched like their full show for like in a year. But I'll probably watch Wrestle Kingdom. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, I think that would be a really good match.
Yeah, I mean, Will Ospreay is amazing in the ring. He might be a douche backstage, but in the ring, he's incredible.
Yeah. But yeah, like yeah, this match was really really good. We'll see how this best of 7 series goes. I hope it
Yeah,
doesn't feel too long winded. They should have just done like a an Iron Man tag team match. Like that would have been cool. Or I don't know, like
you should
narrow
know what
down.
NXT was doing.
Oh no, do that weird like
I don't
mixed
know
of
what it
things.
is. I'm
But
probably gonna botch it when I do a prediction show on that pay per view. I'm probably gonna botch the what you're supposed to do in that match.
yeah, I was like, okay, everyone's wrestling at the same time like a 6-pack challenge, but if someone gets pinned, they
I-
have to stay in the penalty box for a minute or something, and there people are supposed trying to get as many pinfalls as possible by the time the 25 minutes is up. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, yeah, it's weird, but we'll see how it goes.
yeah. What was the next match? Oh, the next match was Jake Cargill versus Nyla Rose. You know, for the AEW TBS Championship. Look, this match wasn't terrible.
Yeah, it was
But
fun.
it was no 5-star match. Okay, if Meltzer would give it, it was not even a 4-star match. It was fine for what it is because this match didn't need to go 10 minutes. But I think the timing for that match was 8 minutes. So yeah, 8 minutes is fine for this match. Look,
Yeah,
I thought this match was gonna suck, but what it wasn't. It did suck.
yeah,
Okay,
it was
it did.
fine.
It was. Yeah, it was fine. Yeah, exactly. It was fine. Obviously, Jake Carr got the win here. She goes 43, 44. No, she's not. She's not gonna. The way she loses the streak is when she's on the verge of hitting a milestone number like 50 or 100 or something like that. That's how they can make a loser winning streak. They're not gonna make her lose her winning streak on when she's gonna hit like 42 or 43. You know?
Yeah, I hope they don't go up to 100.
Yeah.
50 seems like a good number, and yeah, I liked her Thundercat outfit. I
Yeah.
thought it was really cool. But yeah, like I said, I wish they built up Nyla a little bit more as the monster, and because it mostly seemed like Jade was like having the upper hand mostly in this match. But yeah, it was a solid match. It was fine. Like it pretty much it was what I expected. They didn't have the best chemistry in the world, but they made it work the
Mhm.
best they could. But
I
yeah, glad she finally got her title back because that whole Nyla stealing the title. I'm like, oh brother. Um, but yeah,
yeah, that's what all it's about. It's all about her stealing the title.
yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like
sorry, go
there's
ahead.
this there's a storyline there where Nala says I'm the biggest bitch on on in the women's division. That's all you need. That's
Yeah,
the
like
title.
exactly. Like these two of the biggest women in the division
Yeah.
fighting for who's the immovable force meets the irresistible force meets the immovable object. Should have played on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Using the title as I mean the title of course it's a title match, but using the title as the main reason for a story, like stealing it, it's so not creative. It's so you know
Yeah,
boring, dog. I mean, nah.
yeah,
So and AEW usually has better creative. I mean, uh, that's the thing I've noticed about AEW. They're lacking a little bit of creativity as of late.
yeah, yeah. I don't know what happened. Like, I mean, I think it's Tony Khan is stretched too thin. I think he is. Like, he has to deal with the men's stuff and the women's stuff and the ROH stuff. I'm like, and then having three, like, no, I'm sorry, having to work between two different shows. And so it's like, I don't know.
Why they're doing ROH Final Battle right this December?
Yeah.
Is that the same day as NXT?
Is it?
I'm not sure. Let me check. I thought it is. Let me see. December 10th, Final Battle. It's going to go up against NXT. You know
Uh,
what? It will do more than NXT.
you think
Right?
you'll do more than NXT?
It depends who's on the card.
I mean, because that's the thing. Because, like, I mean, since
Jericho is champion.
I mean, that's true, but that's like all they can go for. I mean, I guess Samoa Joe, but like,
Yeah.
That's the thing. They keep mooching off at AEW. I don't even know who's on the ROH roster outside of the champions we already know and Jay Lethal.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
like,
think
I don't know.
pretty much I guess pretty much everybody in AEW, everybody is still part of ROH that's under contract with ROH is not or technically AEW superstars now, I guess.
Right. I mean, because we haven't even seen the ROH
No.
women's champion, and
Oh,
FTR isn't doing anything right now. So like, I don't.
is Mercedes Martinez the Ring of Honor champion for women's?
I think she is.
She did come back, right?
Did I
I,
think I
on Rampage.
Rampage? Oh yeah, I didn't watch Rampage, so I guess she did.
Yeah.
But but yeah, I guess yeah. And then there are trios champions in ROH.
Yes.
So I'm like, where are they?
Yeah. So the next match is ironically it's the ROH World Championship match. Chris Jericho retained over Brian Danielson, Claudio, and Sammy Guerrero by pinfall. Yeah, we got all Jericho retaining here. This was a good match.
Yeah, this was a good match. It was good. There was a
And
couple of times I was scared that Sammy was gonna get the title, and I was like, "Oh, please
oh
don't do that!
no.
No, 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 no!"
Yeah, if Sammy got the title, that would definitely start something between Jericho and Sammy, right? Like
Yeah,
like obviously, right? And there was a little tension between the two in this match.
no, not
Little, yeah, not really, but there was, but it's a fatal four way. Everybody for everybody's.
I guess I was expecting like a little more tension with Claudio and Danielson,
Hmm.
but not really.
Like,
They're just in the match, whatever.
and the thing is, William Regal, he only goes down with Moxley, right? Like to the ring. He doesn't go down with his other members of his
Well,
faction.
he goes with Yuta.
Yuta. Oh, now it's yeah, Yuta. Okay, all right. Yeah,
Well,
Chris Jericho retains.
yeah, like I didn't expect anything different.
I don't know who's next. Who for the Ring of Honor title?
Honestly, I don't either. I thought Danielson was gonna do it, but he Jericho already beat him, so I don't even know who else he would face unless it's an ROH original or something. But
Well, yeah, most likely he's going to face someone in Final Battle as ROH original. Someone who's been in ROH.
yeah,
That's pretty obvious. The next match is the returning Saraya, aka Paige, who defeated Dr. Britt Baker by pinfall. And I gotta say this, she did not look Westy at all.
yeah, she actually looked pretty solid. So
Yeah,
that was what I was scared about because
yeah.
like up until that point when she was taking bumps and doing moves, I was like, oh, it's still a little rusty right now. I hope you get that together. But she did. I
I
was
was worried about that one submission she had. They pulled on her neck or something. I forget what. Like,
Oh, dude, Rick Baker was targeting her neck
yeah,
throughout the
yeah,
entire match, and I was like, I just was cringing every time she took
yeah.
a bump. I was like, oh, ooh, ooh, man.
I gotta give credit to Britt. She kind of carried this match because Saraya hasn't been in the ring in what 5 years.
Yeah, yeah. She made her look good.
And I would, yeah, and her brother was there to support her.
Yeah.
I believe in the crowd.
Hmm.
I really dig Soraya's finishing move, that Rampage DDT. She did it like
I
3 times.
Yeah, she did like 3 times. Um, yeah, I think the move's cool. I think she needs a little bit more umph when she does it. Like she seems to be doing a
Yeah,
little soft for me. Like if she hit it like a little harder, it made it look like it impacted a little bit better. I'll be probably more on board with it. But yeah, I think the move's pretty solid.
yeah. And I don't know where she goes from there because I think Britt Baker is moving on, um, and Soraya's moving on because we'll get to the why I think Britt Baker's moving on. Later, that's later to do with the night because obviously there's a big title change there that night that involves a woman, and we'll get to that.
Right. I think Soraya's going to, I think she's going to have a couple of feuds here and there, and probably try to get her in the title picture.
Yeah.
Um, I know they probably want to push her to the world title, but I think she should go for the TBS title.
Oh, her and Jade. Oh my God.
I think that would be really cool.
You know what? I think she should be the one to dethrone her.
You think she should be the
Co-
one to dethrone her?
Yeah, huge comeback story from all this hard work coming back, beat winning the title.
You know, I could see that. I could see that. If it's not Athena or Chris Statlander, I definitely could see
Hmm.
uh
Well,
Saraya doing it.
I think Athena's turning heel based on what I'm
Oh,
hearing.
she did turn heel on Dark.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I
or
mean,
was it
I'm sorry,
Rampage?
but
But I don't know.
Athena's a heel. Oh, I don't know.
I kind of like what she's doing. You know, because she's like,
I give her.
she's beating up people. So I was like, hey, I
Yeah,
like.
but her talking, her weakness is talking. I might give her a mouthpiece. A
Oh, you think she's weak on the mic?
little bit.
Mm.
She's not in the ring. She's incredible, man.
Oh,
In the ring, she's
right. Yeah.
yeah.
I think she's pretty solid on the mic. I mean, she's not the best, but it's like I
No,
mean, I think she's.
I think I think it's what held her back in WWE a bit. I
Oh,
mean,
they certainly did, and even in NXT, like they didn't let her talk that much.
yeah. But well, oh yeah. So then we got Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe defeated Wardlow and Powerhouse Hobbs by submission to become the new AEW TNT champion. So Samoa Joe has two belts now, right? The TNT Championship and what's the other one? The television title?
The television title. I did not expect this at all.
No.
Like, wow.
I expected Wardlow's momentum to continue.
Right, right. Like I did you go give it to Joe? Okay. What is he going to do with the title? Like what does he need it for? Like he going to hold
You
it
know
hostage like
AEW.
FTR? Like
You know, you know AEW. They like to put multiple titles on their superstars at
I mean,
times.
sure, but it has to make sense and it's
Yeah,
like they can't just hold it hostage like that. I mean, I don't think he's going to hold it hostage. He's going to
I
compete obviously, but like I don't see what the end goal is with Joe having the TNT title unless he's trying to go for more belts, but like he
I
did
think
TNA. But
yeah, I think he and Wardle need a singles match
yeah,
so Wardle could get his title back. I mean, I'm sorry about Powerhouse Hobbs. But he was kind of third wheel in this.
yeah, I feel bad for him. I was hoping that maybe Wardlow and Hobbs could start a feud for the TNT title.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the thing is, if Samoa Joe didn't turn heel, he'd been a perfect candidate to go after Chris Jericho.
oh yeah, for him for the ROH title, that would have been awesome.
That would have been main event at Final Battle.
Absolutely,
Like,
absolutely.
they had the perfect guy right there.
Yep,
Perfect guy right there.
perfect guy. But it's like, nope, I'm going to turn heel. And he's going to take the TNT
Yeah.
title. Okay,
Yeah. It was, and then we got Sting and Darby Allin defeated Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. You know what? I'll say this. Yeah, a lot of people shit on Jeff Jarrett, but the guy can still go.
yeah, yeah. I was surprised. Like he was pretty solid in the ring.
Mhm.
I'll say that.
I did like the beginning of this match where Darby and Sting, outsmarted Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal because Jay Lethal and whatever Sonny Dunn, the other guy, I cannot pronounce his game. They went up to the
Yeah.
entranceway because he saw the coffin bag, right? And
Yep.
Sting just appeared behind Jeff Jarrett. Why didn't Sting? Do you know what should have happened? I know we had to get a match out of this. Sting should have just death dropped Jeff Jarrett right there.
And the match right there.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, that would have been funny, but yeah, I'm sure Jeff wanted to wrestle a little more.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they gave him his TNA theme.
yeah. I
Like
guess he
that,
owns it, right?
I think he does. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And he was like he was actual Jeff Jarrett wrestling attire too. I thought he was gonna have a different attire, but no, he looked like he came out of TNA, like 2009, 2010. Jeff
Yeah.
Jarrett. I'm like, oh wow, okay.
Oh, that was when, yeah, I remember that era of Jeff Jarrett. That was when he was like his most frustrated Jeff Jarrett, man, because he was going through a lot of personal stuff at the time. Him and
Yeah,
Kurt Angle. I mean, that feud in TNA, that
yeah,
was, I know they bought it on screen, but that was personal
yeah.
because
That
of
was,
Karen.
exactly, exactly. That was like one of the biggest feuds
Yeah.
of TNA for sure.
And that's that guy who chokes Sting. I mean, Sting should have just got up and done.
I mean, yeah, like, dude, he's still jumping off of shit on top of people. I'm like, dude, why are you
Yeah,
still doing this?
I don't know why. I thought the Big Show should come out and like take out that guy for them. I don't know why.
why the big show?
I don't know. I was just thinking it. I'm like, you need something big and strong like to take out that big guy, and a Big Show would be perfect.
Oh, dude. Oh, wait. What if they build up to a six-man tag with the Big Show, Sting, and Darby Allin versus Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and that other guy?
Yeah. Who was that other guy? What's his name? What's his name? Do
I
we
keep
have it here?
forgetting his name.
Satam Singh.
Satam Singh. Okay,
Oh, this guy was a basketball player.
that didn't shock me.
He played in the NBA. What
Oh,
the heck?
really? Hey, they getting all of these athletes, aren't they?
Yeah, they're using music field at the professional sports.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
I
I
mean,
remember when the lights went out and that guy debuted. Like AEW, I'm glad they got rid of that AEW that lights out trope.
the lights out match.
No, you know they always used to do a lights out, and then somebody's in the ring or it's a debut of somebody.
Oh. I mean, yeah, it's a bit theatrical,
Yeah,
but it depends with the character, to be honest.
because is
They like
Undertaker coming out?
right, or when Broken Mac Hardy was in AEW doing all those weird tricks.
Oh yeah, where has he been?
I don't know.
Oh. Well, the next match was a very solid women's title match: Jamie Hayter versus Tony Storm. Jamie Hayter
Uh,
becomes new champion. Women's
yeah, this is the best women's match of the three. Uh,
intern still.
yeah, still interim. Just get rid of that
And
interim shit.
Tony said in the press conference, it's still interim until otherwise, depending on Thunder Rose. I'm like, it's been like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, like at this point, just strip her of the title, have her earn it back when she gets back. Like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is what they do in professional wrestling. If somebody gets injured, they have to vacate the title. Like simple as that. Like why you having them hold the title? They try to do that with CM Punk too, and that was stupid too.
Hmm.
If they get injured, they have to vacate the title. As painful as that is, you know, unless they're part timers like Roman Reigns, but
Or Brock Lesnar.
or
I
Brock
mean,
Lesnar, which is also that was ridiculous too. Don't have
mm,
part timers be champions, but you know,
I mean, like in WWE, there's supposed to be that 30-day complete clause, right? If you don't defend your title in 30 days, you get stripped, right? Yeah,
exactly.
that doesn't. It doesn't. It depends who it applies to. If it's Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, it doesn't apply to those two.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah,
But anyway, back to the match. Yeah, this was actually a really good match.
yeah.
I mean I expected them to have a really good match, but I didn't expect how good it was. Like it was very good. And like I think people were more cheering for Hater more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like they wanted her to win. Like
And
oh my gosh.
I think like because Britt Baker helped her win, right? Like helped her win,
Yep,
obviously.
disguised herself and curb stomped her on the title and
Oh,
shit. I'm like, oh my gosh, like she's just getting assaulted by
yeah.
everyone. But but yeah, I mean,
And I like how I like what. Go ahead.
I would just say I don't know how to feel about giving the title to Hater this quickly, but I guess I don't know. I guess they just saw that like she was just too over, and it's like if she didn't win the title, I think everyone would have rioted. So it's like I guess they were like, okay, we're gonna give it to her now. Like I thought they were trying to build up to Tony and Thunder Rosa whenever she comes back, but I don't know.
I don't think that's the case anymore. I think I like how like I'm good with how Britt Baker didn't cost Hater the title, but she actually helped Hater win the title. But I think what it leads to eventually Britt Baker turns on Hater because she saw how popular and she is getting from the fans and all of that, and it gets Britt Baker jealous because Hater's a champion and she's
Yeah,
not.
which surprised me that she was helping her to win. You know, if because we know eventually she wants the title back. I'm just surprised that that she
Hmm.
helped her. But
And it probably comes at some point where Britt Baker does turn Hater because
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. It's just a matter of time,
Hmm.
and it's I'm all here for it because Hater is massively over. She's just likable. She's just very likable.
Yeah, she is likable for sure.
And then we got the Acclaim versus Serve and Glory, Serve Strickland and Keith Lee. This match was incredible too. I mean, Bowens might have been hurt, or he was dealing with potential with the shoulder again. You know, that's what he's been dealing with in his
Mm.
AEW career. This
Yeah,
match was incredible.
this was very good. But now I gotta say this. Like as much as like Keith Lee, man, as much as I love you, Doc, you doing these hurricanranas and shit. Like you, dude, you're a big dude. Gotta be careful. I'm just
I
saying.
know, I
Jesus,
know.
he thinks he's a cruiserweight. I'm like, man,
I mean, he's very athletic for a guy his size.
that is
Like,
true. That is true.
but Hurricane is like very hard to
Like,
do. It's to perfect.
yeah, like I get anxiety every time he jumps off the top rope. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I like this match. I'm glad they claimed win, but I like how they won. I like instead we thought Swerve Strickland was gonna like turn on Keith Lee. No, no, no. They actually did it better with Keith Lee just walking out on his partner.
Yeah, because like Swerve wanted Keith to cheat, and
Yeah,
Keith didn't want to, and then and then Swerve slapped him, and then he just okay,
yeah,
and they're your problem. I'm out of here. I'm
yeah.
like, I like that. That was good.
That's better than the heel turn from Swerve. Like that was much. That's better than him turning on it. Yeah, that's a better outcome
Hmm.
because I think we're conditioned to we're conditioned to view wrestling in the most obvious, right? And we
Yeah.
don't like that. We want sometimes we want surprises,
Right.
something different, right?
Yep.
And that's just it. And this match, like now, this leads so this probably leads to Keith Lee and Swerve maybe having their own thing and Acclaim. I don't know.
Moving on. I don't know. Maybe they'll face FTR or something, but
Yeah, yeah. I don't even know what the like you said. I don't know what the FTR are doing.
I don't know. They're holding all the titles. Maybe they're doing other matches like in the Indies or something, but or I don't know because like what are they doing? They're holding all the titles. Like that should be a big deal, but it's like they're barely
Yeah,
on TV. Like what's going?
yeah.
But
Oh, so
but yeah, I can't
okay.
wait for this. I can't wait for the feud with Keith and Swerve. I think it'll be really good.
Oh yeah, and this will help. This will help both of them. Keith Lee, like they were never really on the same page most of the time.
No, they were thrown together and
Yeah,
they did make it work for a minute, but you could tell like they both didn't gel well motivation wise.
yeah, because they had a common enemy, right? They when they became a team together, their common enemy was Vicky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs, right?
Yep,
And that's how it's like enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? Basically,
pretty much. And then they just eventually like, you know what, we'll just stick with you guys and you could fight for the titles.
yeah, yeah, and we'll see where that claim goes. That was a good match. Yeah, I don't know where FTR is. I mean, you got other tag teams.
I mean,
It's just,
yeah. I'm trying to think like
I mean,
what other tag
best
teams.
friends.
Oh, best friends? Yeah, that'll be good.
Uh,
um
those that team in Jericho Appreciation Society.
I mean, I guess that, yeah.
I don't. Who else?
Um
Because they split a lot of teams up. Like,
they did. They split Jurassic Express. They
mhm.
split that team with Angelico and
Yeah,
the other dude. I forgot his
Jack
name.
Evans.
Jack Evans,
They're not
Angelico and
even
Jack.
AEW anymore.
Dang.
Yeah.
The last time I saw it, I was just Angelico, and now he's gone too. Shit.
Now apparently House of Black is back. Maybe they could do something with I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Bloody.
House of Black. Oh, that would be interesting.
But
That'd be great.
I think Andrade is gone. I think he's gone. He's done.
You think he's gone with completely?
Yeah.
We'll see if he put whenever he
If
pops
he is
back
gone
up
from AEW, he's going back to WWE.
in WWE. Probably gonna join uh the Phantasma group or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, but
or have a
college problems.
feud because I don't think he'll be good with him just being like a follower. He wants to be the leader.
No.
So
Yeah, and they got
and
Escobar.
yeah, Escobar and Andrade, they could start a feud there. But I don't know.
Eh, And like this, and let's talk about CM Punk going to WWE. People ain't happening.
See a Punk going to WWE? No, no, that is not. No, no. I mean,
This,
I'll be surprised,
yeah,
but yeah, I don't think it'll happen. No, I don't even know if Triple H wants that to happen.
I don't
I
even think
don't.
the locker room wants it to happen.
I'm about to say I don't think even think the locker room wants that to happen. I don't even think the people behind the scenes want that to
No,
happen. So I don't know. No.
there's a reason why. I mean, there's a reason why AEW is taking a couple months to negotiate a potential buyout because they want to talk about not him going to WWE for in a no compete, right?
Right.
Because they're afraid. They're afraid. But I'm like, yeah, but you know what? WWE doesn't need to rely on CM Punk to get ratings, man. If they could get right, and they in the backstage stuff, uh, they're where the WWE locker room are where what's going on in the wrestling universe. They know what's going on in AEW. They're friends with a bunch. Most of the people in WWE are friends with AEW. Uh, Not just the locker room, but some people in the management. They know what's going on. They they don't want that kind of attitude because it seems like in WWE the morale and the morale and the talk by the superstars they get interviews seem like it's much happier now. The Triple H in charge. Do you really want to bring a guy like CM Punk back into that locker room?
No, and I know they won't tolerate the bullshit that happened with AEW for sure.
Yeah, Tony Khan has no guts.
Right. And like even if yeah, he needs to I mean, I see him stepping up a little bit more, but like he needs to step up like I'm the boss, you're representing me, I pay you, you need to act right. You need to act accordingly. You need to be respectful.
Yeah,
That's what you need to do.
somebody should just pull away CM Punk's mic during All Out.
Yeah. That like we could have a whole lot of things could have been avoided
Yeah,
if Tony Khan just put his foot down, you know.
the problem with Tony Khan is he's too, he kind of runs the show, right? But I think he thinks too much like a fan at times.
Oh yeah, he like you definitely feel his fanboy
Yeah,
isms there, which I mean it's cool that he's a fan. That's great. But you also are a businessman.
yeah,
You gotta run a company. You know, you gotta do what's best. Well, we say this a lot. They say this a lot of times. You gotta do what's best for business.
hmm
Yeah, it's like you gotta remember that these guys are your employees. I mean, of course, they these employees can make you a lot of money, but at the same time, like they represent you. These
hmm
wrestlers, these people, all work for you. They represent you. They represent how they represent your company. You want good morale with everyone. You don't want a bunch of drama to
yeah,
create a stigma with AEW. You already are competing with one of the biggest wrestling companies in the world, or the biggest wrestling company in the
hmm
world. So it's like you don't want all that stuff to be, um,
yeah. And you
out
gotta
there.
know when you got CM Punk who you're getting doing business with, who he is knowing what he's like. He's not afraid to be outspoken and share his thoughts and stuff. And that's CM Punk, man, because he's always felt like CM Punk's always felt his whole career, and I think his whole life, pretty much, that everybody's against him, which is not the case.
No, no, it's not the case. Like you think everyone's trying to attack him, and everyone doesn't want to see him succeed. That's not the case. I mean, that probably some of that probably was true when Vince was around,
Yeah.
but not to say not everyone is Vince. Not everyone is Triple H. Apparently, he had problems with Triple H too. But like you know, he just needs to calm down. Like he has such a huge ego, such a huge ego. He needs to you know
hmm
just needs to know that the world doesn't revolve around him. You know,
Yes.
and
And
even if he did somehow, some way, come back to WWE, he still wouldn't be the biggest thing there.
no,
No,
no.
Roman
You,
Reigns still. would be the biggest thing there. Cody Rhodes would still be bigger than
Oh
him.
yeah.
Bray Wyatt will be bigger than him. Like you can't just expect everyone to drop everything and have the spotlight be on him all of a sudden. You know?
Yeah. AEW is he was big in a small pond in WWE. Well, he was big in WWE. Like it's not this, but there's a
No,
lot
yeah, of
of
course.
there's a lot of other superstars that are main event level now. Especially the talent is so great in WWE that could be main eventers. I mean, Roman Reigns has been title for 2 years, but look at the main event superstars now. You got like some of the main event superstars are in the second title picture, like the Intercontinental or United States title picture. You know.
Hmm.
Like that's how deep WWE is. And like you get John Cena coming back. If for like say John Cena comes back a few months, that's bigger than CM Punk coming back for a full year.
Yeah.
CM Punk is only big in the wrestling world, but he ain't as big in the rest of the world where like Cena or The Rock or even Brock Lesnar, man.
Brock Lesnar, yeah. And
I like.
the difference is that they've been more active than CM Punk
Mm-hmm.
has been, so they were able to still stay in like the
Yeah.
in the conversation. And it's like and not to say that he still wouldn't make an impact if he did come back. Like if he decided to do a match at WrestleMania with Stone Cold Steve Austin or whatever, that would make headlines. But at the same time, it's like there are other stars. Like they've been around. They've still been around the wrestling world more than CM Punk. CM Punk hasn't wrestled in like over 5 years since he came back to AEW.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yeah,
like he's not
but
even in the same condition that he was.
when he left WWE, a bunch of WWE stars became superstars like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, even Dean Ambrose. You got Finn Balor out there, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, even right. They kind of
Mhm.
rushed Roman Reigns. They were trying to make him the next star. Like they tried to push him over down, Brian. That's the fact, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, because think of CM Punk stayed in WWE. Think of the potential matchups he could have had, though.
Oh, there's so many,
Yeah,
so many.
yeah. And look, I'm sorry, but I would have took. I know who they face in AEW: Darby Allen, Kingston, Hangman. I like Hangman. MJF. I like MJF too.
Hmm.
Moxley. I mean, like Moxley. Okay, he had him in WWE, but I don't know if he ever had a one-on-one match. But
No.
I'd rather have seen him like a main event superstars like Seth Rollins. When he and Seth Rollins were in WWE, Seth Rollins was still part of Shield.
Yeah, and like CM Punk technically came up with the idea of the Shield that
Yeah.
they could have done something with that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like of course CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, CM Punk versus AJ Styles.
Oh.
Man, that would have been awesome. Um, yeah, like there's so many matches I would have loved to have seen. CM Punk versus Bray Wyatt, like that would have been insane. Um, and I was, and when he was in AEW, I was really waiting to see him against Kenny Omega.
Oh yes,
That would have
yeah.
been fantastic. But I don't know if we're gonna get that now.
No.
Two straight edge wrestlers in the same ring, but
The field's gonna be based on who's more straight edge.
right.
That'd be hilarious.
It was more straight edge. I'm more straight edge than you. I've
Oh,
been,
did
huh?
you see the Fight Forever trailer?
I did. I did.
It looks good, but I'm like, when's the release date?
Because what?
When is it gonna release?
Oh, when's it gonna release? I mean, when it's done.
Yeah, because I know I think, oh, we're gonna have to take out CM Punk now.
Oh, I hope they don't take him out completely from the game. I hope he's still a playable character. He doesn't have to be in the marketing or whatever, but
No.
like at least I hope he's still there because Cody Rhodes is still going to be in the game from what I hear.
Oh yeah,
Um,
it looks really fun, man.
it does look fun. There's a couple things that does look kind of outdated, but it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna end it here because Raw's about to start in like 5 minutes. I want to thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So
You do
yeah,
us
thank
again
you.
for Survivor Series.
Yeah. Thursday prediction show. We'll find out the fifth member of Bianca's team tonight.
Yes.
And yeah, that's gonna be Thursday, the prediction show. On Saturday, I'm doing a watch along, and then, yeah, thank you for coming on, and thank you everybody for listening, even if you didn't know we comment, but thank you. And hope you enjoy all AEW, guys. Take care, guys.
Bye bye.